Hey there, fellow CloudCostChefs. Welcome back to the show where we cook up fresh optimization strategies and serve them hot. Today, we've got a 12-minute menu packed with discoveries your fellow chefs have been uncovering in the wild. We're talking hidden platform features that mainstream coverage totally missed, community-tested quick wins that take literally 5 minutes, and some serious cost-cutting strategies that are saving real practitioners thousands of dollars monthly. So grab your headphones, settle in, and let's dive into what's cooking in the Cloud Cost Kitchen. All right, let's start with our fresh angle news. And fellow chefs, I've got to tell you about something the community just discovered that's absolutely game-changing for anyone running FinOps hubs. Microsoft just dropped FinOps Toolkit version 12, and buried in the release notes is this auto start feature that most people completely overlooked. Here's why this matters. If you're running a FinOps hub, those hubs need to be on to collect data, right? But here's the thing. They don't need to run 24/7. The new auto start capability lets you schedule when your hub spins up and shuts down automatically. We're talking about reducing your hub infrastructure costs by 60 to 70% just by running it only during business hours. Here's how to implement this today. Step 1. Update your FinOps Toolkit to version 12. Step 2. Navigate to your hub configuration settings. Step 3. Set your auto start schedule based on when your team actually needs access to the data. Most fellow chefs are setting it for weekday business hours. That's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And here's the bonus. This same release adds Focus 1.2 support, which means better cost allocation and more granular reporting. Bottom line, update your toolkit this week and set up auto start. Your finance team will thank you when that next invoice arrives. Now, speaking of automation, AWS just quietly rolled out some capabilities that the community is using for proactive cost control. And this is huge, fellow chefs. There are now custom CloudWatch metrics specifically designed for cost optimization that most people don't even know exist. You can set up automated triggers based on spending patterns. Think of it like having a sous chef watching your cloud kitchen 24/7, catching issues before they become budget disasters. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's a new MCP server for automated billing analysis. Fellow chefs are using this to run daily cost reviews completely hands-off. One practitioner I talked to said they're catching anomalies within hours, instead of discovering them on the monthly bill. Quick implementation tip. Head to CloudWatch, navigate to the custom metrics section, and look for the cost optimization templates. Enable the ones relevant to your workload, set your thresholds, and let automation do the heavy lifting. Real quick before we jump into optimization. Validation from the field, fellow chefs. The latest cloud cost management survey just dropped, and 94% of IT leaders say they're struggling with cost management. But, and this is the good news, 57% now recognize FinOps as the solution. What does this mean for you? You're not alone in this challenge? And the methodologies we share on this show, they're becoming industry standard. The chef's kitchen is growing. All right, time for our chef's specials. Let's talk optimization principles you can implement today. First up, S3 lifecycle policies. Now, I know what you're thinking. We've heard about lifecycle policies before. But fellow chefs, there's a hidden benefit here that changes everything. Most people set up basic tiering. Move stuff to Glacier after 90 days, right? But here's what the pros are doing. They're using intelligent tiering with automated cleanup rules for old versions. This is massive because those old object versions are costing you money every single day. Here's your recipe. Log into your AWS console. Navigate to S3. Select your bucket. Go to Management tab. Create Lifecycle Rule. Now here's the secret sauce. Enable versioning cleanup and intelligent tiering together. Set your Glacier transition for objects that haven't been accessed in 60 days. And here's the kicker. Set a deletion rule for non-current versions older than 30 days. Fellow chefs are seeing 30 to 60% storage cost reduction with this exact setup. That could be thousands of dollars monthly if you're running data-heavy workloads. Time to implement. 1 to 2 hours for your whole organization. Expected impact? organizations routinely see 40% savings. Next up, container rightsizing in Kubernetes. This is where the real waste lives, fellow chefs. Your containers are probably over-provisioned right now. I can say that with confidence because 90% of Kubernetes clusters are. But here's the good news. There are automated tools that make right-sizing dead simple. Deploy VPA, that's Vertical Pod Autoscaler, in recommendation mode. Just recommendation mode to start. You're not changing anything yet. Let it analyze your usage patterns for 1 week. It'll tell you exactly how much CPU and memory each workload actually needs. Then, implement gradual right-sizing with safety margins. Don't go crazy. Start with your dev environments. Validate the savings. Then roll to production. The community validation here is rock solid. Real-world implementations show consistent 30% waste reduction. We're talking 25 to 35% compute cost reduction. That's substantial savings for a one-day implementation project. Now, for those of you ready for advanced optimization, spot instances with fault tolerance. This is where you get dramatic savings, fellow chefs. Spot instances can save you 60 to 90% on compute costs, but you need proper interruption handling. Here's the battle-tested approach. Implement mixed instance groups. That's a combination of on-demand and spot. Configure interruption handling so your workload gracefully handles spot terminations, and use the price capacity optimized strategy. AWS gives you this strategy built in now. It balances both price and availability. Fellow chefs running production workloads are achieving 75% cost reduction with this setup. That's not a typo. 75%. Time to implement? 2 to 3 days for production readiness. But the payoff is absolutely worth it. All right, let's hit some quick wins. 5-minute fixes that deliver immediate results. First, automated cost anomaly detection. This takes 30 minutes to set up and prevents 15 to 25% cost overruns. Go to AWS Cost Anomaly Detection in your console. Create a monitor, set your spending threshold, and add your email for alerts. That's it. You'll get notified within 24 hours of unusual spending. Community validation? Organizations report 20% reduction in surprise costs. Quick win number 2. Delete those orphaned EBS snapshots. This is 5 minutes of work for 5 to 15% storage cost reduction. Use Data Lifecycle Manager. Set a policy to automatically delete snapshots older than, let's say, 90 days, unless they're tagged as keep. Monthly cleanup policies here. Save fellow chefs hundreds to thousands in snapshot storage fees. Number 3, enable S3 intelligent tiering. 5 minutes per bucket, 15 to 25% storage savings. Select your bucket, go to Properties, enable intelligent tiering. It'll automatically optimize access patterns. No ongoing management needed. Just monitor your monthly savings report and smile. 1-hour project time, fellow chefs. Development environment scheduling. This is the easiest big win in cloud cost optimization. Auto-stop your dev and test environments outside business hours. Think about it. Those environments don't need to run at 2 a.m. Set up a schedule, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Everything else shuts down automatically. The impact, 60 to 66% savings on non-production resources. This is standard practice among cost-savvy organizations, and it's saving them thousands every single month. 1-hour setup, permanent savings. Another 1-hour project, right-size your EC2 instances with AWS Compute Optimizer. This tool is free and it's incredibly accurate. Open Compute Optimizer, review the recommendations, implement changes incrementally. Start with the obvious oversized instances, the ones using 10% of their resources. 20 to 30% compute cost reduction is typical here. For 1 hour of work, reserved instances and savings plans. This is your intermediate optimization move. 2 to 4 hours of analysis and purchasing. 40 to 72% discount on committed usage. Analyze your steady-state workloads, the ones that run consistently. Choose appropriate commitment types. 1 year or 3-year terms. Real-world example, fellow chefs. A banking customer reduced their monthly costs from $1 million to $150,000 through strategic commitments. That's 85% savings. Absolutely transformational. Serverless optimization, Lambda and Fargate, 1 to 2 hours per function, 20 to 50% cost reduction. The key tactics? Memory optimization. Find the sweet spot where performance meets cost. Execution time reduction. Every millisecond counts in Lambda pricing. And architectural efficiency. Sometimes combining functions or splitting them differently makes all the difference. Community validation shows 34% savings with Graviton 2 processors. Multi-cloud cost management. This is your advanced strategy. 1 week for full implementation. 10 to 20% multi-cloud savings. Prerequisites. Standardized tagging across all clouds. And a unified monitoring platform. The success metric? Single dashboard visibility. Coordinated discount strategies across AWS, Azure, and GCP. This takes some work. But for organizations running true multi-cloud, it's absolutely essential. Daily practice time, fellow chefs. Automated cost allocation with tagging. This is your foundation. The habit that makes everything else possible. Enforce consistent tagging policies. Monitor allocation accuracy. 15 minutes daily. The impact? 100% cost visibility, which enables every other optimization we've talked about today. Automated policy enforcement prevents tag drift and keeps your cost data clean. And finally, automated cost governance. This is how you prevent overspend before it becomes a crisis. Policy-driven cost controls, budget guardrails, automated approval workflows for large resource deployments. Community implementations show this prevents budget surprises completely. Set it up once. Protect your organization forever. So there you have it, fellow chefs. Fresh discoveries from the field and battle-tested optimization strategies. From 5-minute snapshot cleanups to advanced spot instance automation. From hidden Microsoft FinOps features to AWS cost anomaly detection. We've covered the full menu. Remember, these aren't theoretical. These are real techniques that fellow practitioners are using right now to save real money. Some are saving thousands, some are saving hundreds of thousands. All with strategies we covered today. Head over to CloudCostChefs.com for detailed implementation guides, step-by-step walkthroughs, and join the community of fellow chefs who are mastering cloud cost optimization together. Until next time, keep optimizing, keep experimenting, and remember, every dollar saved is a dollar earned. Happy cooking, fellow chefs!